Once again, it's on, baby. On the Block Sports Talk is back, live and direct. Big Joe.
I'm the Hammer. My man, Coach. We got Panda here. Joe.
We're coming to you live from the 502 Sports Lounge on White Plains Road in the Bronx. I want to just, before we get into all the sports talk, I want to run down, give a big shout to chillloverradio.net, helping us with the podcast. Gun Hill Classic Sports Basketball Summer League. Big shouts to them. Check them out next summer. Rosie's Barbershop in Castle Hill. Big shout to them for the support. And Dr. Pasquale down the block for everybody if you have a back issue. Today, this afternoon, we'll get into some NFL. The big game last Thursday night's opener. Pick some games, talk about that, talk about college, talk about the U.S. Open, go Serena, the big upsets. A little college basketball quick note. Of course, Major League Baseball, because we're getting ready to wind that down. Independent racing, everything's in effect. Little boxing news, a little bit of everything for everybody. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Y'all ready to rock?
Roll.
NFL started off with a bang and a big bang when Peyton Manning taking the Ravens to school, the defending champs. They ran into a buzzsaw in the second half of that game. Peyton Manning handled his business, 7 touchdowns, tied the record right there. So big shouts to Peyton Manning and everybody with the Fantasy Football League, whoever picked Peyton, Wes Welker, and Demaryius Thomas. I know y'all did pretty well in your first weekend.
And Matt Pryor,
yeah. For those of you who took the Ravens defense, sorry to hear that. Anyway, it was a great game. Right? As an AFC fan, you go Dolphins.
Well, like I said, I've got, as we go later on in the broadcast, we'll pick our Super Bowl predictions, but I have Denver in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
I like Denver because I thought last year was kind of a fluke.
Yeah.
The pass that shouldn't have been was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Peyton made up for that. I think that bothered him all year long.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And for him to throw 7 TDs was outstanding. The first half was a close half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can tell, but it's going to be a little scrappy for all first games. Tomorrow too,
Yeah,
it's going to be a little sloppy.
Yeah.
I think the big key in the first half was Dallas Clark dropping the touchdown pass that would have put the Ravens up 21 to 14 at the time, but they only settled for a field goal.
Also,
and another key part,
Wes Welker.
the
phantom catch.
The phantom catch, exactly. Next play down, 2 plays touchdown, then they on the roll. But for him to throw 7 touchdowns against that defense, who's supposed to be improved, which they said was supposed to be like a better defense and a faster and younger defense, without the emotional leader Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I think it got a little ahead of themselves.
I think they got a little younger and more athletic on their front 7, but their defensive backfield took a big hit because they lost both safeties, as Reed and Pollard. That's going to come back to bite them, as it did in that game.
Manning showed that too. Also, going 27 for 42 for 462 yards, 7 touchdowns, fellas, and no interceptions.
He put up video game numbers in that second half.
I mean, both quarterbacks played well. I mean, Flacco 34 for 62, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Didn't have his top wide receiver, Jacoby Jones, at the time. He got hurt at the beginning of the game, but
That's going to hurt them for the next 6 to 8 games because he's out 4 to 6 weeks with a strained MCL.
Wes Welker wound up being to be what he was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's the first person to catch passes from Brady and Tom and Peyton Manning and touchdown passes. He had 9 receptions for 67 yards, 2 TDs. Demaryius Thomas, 5 catches, 161 yards, 2 DDs, and Julius Thomas, the new tight end, was a basketball player, coach.
6'7".
You know what I'm saying?
That's a big
6'7".
guy.
5 catches, 110 yards, 2 DDs.
They're going to be so dangerous on all sides of the field because before you could play the middle and not worry about it. But with that tight end and West in the middle of the field is going to be wide open because the outside receivers are crazy.
That's a problem.
Denver's a problem. Denver's going to be a problem for the AFC.
Excuse me, go ahead.
Sorry, and Peyton Manning's a year into this second year into the system.
Yeah.
His arm's stronger.
And healthier.
He's healthier. You know, he's got more zip on the ball. What you think, Panda?
Well, I think his neck doesn't hurt him anymore.
No, not at
I
all.
don't think so. I think this kid Julius Thomas is a nightmare. He's a nightmare matchup.
6'7".
He's a heavier Antonio Gates.
He's about 265. They say.
And he's a problem.
Only knock what they had on him was his blocking. He needed to tighten that up a little bit. But he's not there to block. He's there to catch passes. So
Peyton exposed Baltimore's middle. The linebackers.
You know why?
They can't cover.
Not there.
I don't think they got the
Not
cover
there.
ability.
Young linebackers
Yes,
coach.
yes.
New secondary.
Yes.
Peyton's very smart. He
Yes.
does his homework.
Yeah.
Not only Peyton, but you know the rest of the NFL. They look at these things. They go in the film room all night long.
There's tape
and
on
they're
there.
just going to take it and go right up the middle on Baltimore. And Baltimore's going to fix it up quick.
Well, they'll fix it up. They're defending champions, giving nothing away from Baltimore. That game should have been played in Baltimore, coach.
Yeah, they got job done
Well,
there. They got job done with the Orioles.
With the
the
Orioles
Orioles
in the parking lot thing that happened,
That's
kind
what
of
happened?
screwed them up.
Yeah.
So, but
A lot of people have written them off as not even making the playoffs. I give them. I think they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a playoff team. How far they go, I'm not too sure. But I think the Ravens will be a playoff team.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them people that has written them off
Yeah?
for being. Yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be tough though.
yeah,
We're gonna have
especially now
surprises,
with
though.
the
You got-
injury, especially now.
You changed the whole veteran team that was there last year. It's not there. Now he's starting from scratch. I don't see him really making the playoffs this year at all. I see him 6-10.
6-10.
Wow, I don't see him 6-10, but
Pittsburgh is in that division, right?
Right.
Cleveland's in that division, right?
And they've improved. Cleveland's
Those teams
improved.
are, well, Pittsburgh is a standard, but Cleveland's improving.
Yeah, and Cincinnati's
They're up and
improved.
Cincinnati's improved.
And Cincinnati's always in the.
It's
you know,
gonna
in
be
the
tough.
hunt.
I look
So
for
that
Cincinnati to take
division.
that division.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either between Cincinnati or Cleveland's going to take that division.
I think Cincinnati. I think Cleveland will be a tough out.
Yeah.
But I don't think them challenging.
they're not ready.
Yeah,
They're not ready
There's
yet.
still a player or two.
They're not
away.
ready yet.
They need an outside threat.
They're not ready
to put
yet.
them over the top. 'Cause
They got that tight end.
They got the running game. That's a given.
Richardson and the tight end and the
They
quarterbacks,
got a
but
quarterback.
and they got North Turner and they
And they got
got
North.
Got a quarterback.
So you know,
Yeah.
I still think they're a year away
They're a couple
before
years
they
away.
playoff team.
They're a couple
Defense
years
isn't
away.
that bad.
Yeah,
They're hard-hitting
they got
defense.
speed. They got young speed on the defense, but they're
Cleveland's on
still
the
a
rise.
season away.
Cleveland's on the rise.
They'll be in the mix and make teams work. It ain't no easy out when you come to Cleveland, but they're not going to be a playoff team this year. Now I don't see that happening. But there's a lot of good
Stranger
matchups.
things have
this
happened,
year.
I see him.
That's true because you
You're
never
searching.
know.
You're searching, but that's what Panther does. Panther's on in the search.
AKA
He's searching.
lefty.
Yeah, AKA lefty. He's searching.
AK FD, AK flashlight.
There you go. There you go. Searching.
That's my new jacket. Flashlight.
What you got for me?
But like you said though, we'll get into more football. You know, you got some NCAA news going on with the Big East.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on with that?
The Big East, the former Big East for the new Big East, they just struck their deal with CBS Sports. So their basketball TV rights are secure all the way up to 2018-19 season. So they're straight. You know, this is all the non-football schools. They got the name Big East, so Georgetown and Louis. I think it's Villanova, but you know the schools that got bumped out. It's like 7 of them. There's the original 7 Catholic schools in the Big East. So they're straight. Basketball TV rights is good to go. So look forward to see that on CBS and all the other CBS Sports Network shows.
That's good.
To catch that.
It's
So
not,
those
a,
are
it's
Big
not a
East fans.
Time Warner thing though, right?
Nah, they got the deal, so they're ready. For you Big East fans, you like college basketball, you know, you're ready to watch that and everything.
Big East not the Big East though.
No, it's
I
not.
know, but they're
It's
gonna.
not the
It's
Big
not
East,
the
no.
same. It's
Yeah,
not the same.
yeah, with that whole
Yeah,
football
our era.
controversy.
Our era, you know
But I
what
think they're going to bring in some new teams in different schools, and it'll be back in effect.
You can blame the BCS for this.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it
This isn't about college basketball. This is about college
football.
yeah. College football and the
Revenue.
TV money
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
It's all about
that.
the
It
revenue.
broke up. It broke up a lot of conferences.
It's the revenue, man.
It made the Big Ten now. How many 12 teams?
The Pac-12.
The Pac-10 is now the Pac-12. The college money, the college football money is just
Every team
it's
in
money
Texas
crazy.
is in the SEC.
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah.
Well, college football brings
It's
more
big business.
revenue than
Yeah.
college basketball does.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
Yeah,
just
but
like
when you got
NFL,
revenue,
$1 billion.
When you got a school like Syracuse who has money in basketball and football, there was no need to go.
Yeah.
That's one. That's one out of how many?
We
You know what I'm
didn't need
saying?
to go. We really didn't need to go. You take Rutgers or whatever you want to take.
Rutgers program is also well too, but their
Yeah,
they
but we're the
stepped up over
founding
the last
fathers.
year.
but their basketball program is not as strong though. So you still need these basketball programs to be just as strong
Yeah.
as the football
Right,
programs
right,
used to be. It's not like back in days when when St. John's was St.
St.
John's,
John's.
Yeah.
Syracuse and
Villanova,
Boston
Syracuse,
College,
Boston
all
College.
these guys. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
Yeah.
were stronger back then, coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We
So the
definitely-
basketball could compete with the football to an extent, but everything right now is football.
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping to the SEC. They're taking all the teams that was in fact back taking to the SEC. Listen, that's what it is.
College
now.
football is big business.
College
Big
football
money.
is big money. Big money.
They-
Big money.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were right behind the NFL in their money. NFL's $1 billion.
Big money.
Yeah, big money.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, man, talking about big
We'll
money.
talk about that later.
You want to do some more NFL, or you want to go through a couple
No,
more
go.
things?
You go through a couple more things. Go ahead.
Real quick on some U.S. Open news.
Right, because we got the championship tomorrow, right?
Right,
Yes.
our girl Serena is going for her 5th U.S. Open title.
Right.
She's doing her thing. She taking care of business.
Yes.
She threw up what they call now a double bagel. She's 6-0, 6-0, this young lady, a couple of matches ago. It
That's what
was
you call dominant, Holmes.
dominant. She won one
Dominant.
match in less than an hour. Serena is about her business.
But she's healthy now.
She's healthy and
She's healthy.
focused.
She's healthy and focused.
Like
Like you
this
said,
other girl, this girl beat her twice so far. Out
Right,
of
so
15,
I feel bad for that
13
girl.
and 15.
I feel bad
Yeah.
for her because they threw up a stat the other day. One of her matches was a person Stephen, the young girl, Stephen Stevens, the Devils.
yeah.
She beat her, and Serena came in and wiped her out. And they said Serena is 16-2, I think, or 6-2 in revenge matches. So the finals match should be Serena handling her business. That's how I got it.
No,
Listen,
so,
that's how producer's girl right there.
Yeah, it's my girl too.
Without a doubt.
On the weekends, that's mine.
she also in the top. Once she's ranked in the top 10, she has beaten everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris Everett on live TV the other day said she's the greatest women's player of this time right now that she's seen.
I agree.
And she's on pace for
Agree.
that because she's
Yeah,
only
she is.
31 years old.
Well, she has been.
She
Yeah.
is.
She has been.
dominated.
She's
She's
dominant.
I mean, she was just not healthy for a
She's
little while
been
ago.
dominating.
Yeah.
See,
2
that's
years
the thing.
though.
She's been dominating, winning so many championships.
She was dominating before, of course, before she
Yeah,
got hurt.
yeah.
Right.
And before that, her sister used to dominate.
Her and her sister are going to the finals for doubles too, so they're going to get another doubles
win-
champions.
they win that every
They
year.
kick everybody. I wouldn't even. If I was a young guy, I wouldn't even get in the doubles thing because
So do you
they dominate.
think that's it for Venus though?
The
I
Venus is
wouldn't.
done.
I wouldn't be surprised if she called it a career this year or after next year because she's been
done.
sick. She's got the thing with her messing up her immune system. So I wouldn't be surprised if she really called it and hung them up after the season.
But I think she's done enough for women's tennis.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
titles. She's got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, both of them.
She's got Hall of Fame numbers. Venus.
I don't know if you guys seen that 30
30 for 30?
30 for 30 thing with Venus Williams. How,
missed
how
it.
she changed for women's tennis to get paid like guys tennis do, you know. So
Yeah.
She changed that.
yeah, she
She
changed
kicked
that
down
whole
the
thing.
door, man. Big
She
shots
kicked
to
down
Venus.
the door.
So
Without
she's
no
an icon.
doubt.
Yeah,
So
big shots
she
to
gets
Venus.
shouts out for that.
Oh, no,
off
definitely.
the top.
And also, we had two major upsets. Sorry to cut you off. With Andy Murray getting bumped just the other day,
Yes.
and then in round 4, Roger Federer. People were thinking that might have been the final, and those two guys are gone.
You always think Federer's going to be there.
Yeah, because he takes care of things. He takes care of his business. But those guys went home early.
True.
Major upsets right there. So
I got a question going back to Serena.
yes.
So, no, actually, I got two. So, who's a bigger loss to this sport? Tiger when he leaves, or Serena when she leaves?
I'll say Tiger.
I would say Serena because Serena's been stronger for a long period of time.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
And Tiger had to run with stuff. You know what I mean? And that run seemed to have been faded for quite a few years.
And you got a few young guys coming up in golf right now that are playing well.
But see, the marketing people watch on TV and viewers is because of Tiger.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
So
I
he
say
enhanced
I say Serena because Tiger had a fallback in the sport at his prime. Serena always kept a continuing championship streak. And not to mention, she changed the game to women's sports. More people are spectators towards women's tennis than anything else ever before.
Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. Who's going to come behind Serena? We don't know yet. But there's a handful of guys that's coming
You know
behind
what it is?
Tiger.
The woman
that
doesn't
can do
get the
something.
respect that they should get. That's why I say Tiger will be ahead of. That's why I picked Tiger in that perspective.
Well, everybody likes Tiger, but now we watch Tiger just because of his name,
Yeah.
not because of what he's doing, because he hasn't done anything in the past
Yeah, he
few
hasn't.
years. Since
He's
that,
won the smaller ones, but he hasn't won a major.
Yeah,
a good
that's what I'm
5
saying.
years.
He fell into a slump after his little private situation that he had. He fell into a slump, and with him falling into a slump, Serena never fell into a slump. Other than the injury, that was the only time she slumped.
right, that's what we were saying. Her
Yeah.
not being healthy, that's the only time she have fell into that little slump. But when she's healthy, she's one of the best, if not top tennis player in the world or of her time.
She is the best tennis player ever.
This will be her, if she wins, which we all think she will, this will be her 17th major. Grand
Nobody
Slam
has
right
done
there.
that.
No, there have been a few more. She'll be like 3rd or 4th on the list. Steffi Graf has 22, and a woman by the name of Margaret Court has 24.
Okay,
So Serena got a few to go.
I didn't know that.
I think she stays healthy. She can get that. She'll break the top 3.
Martinez not on that list?
Nah. Tell you, Serena haven't been
Serena's-
this. This would be number
Who's
17.
Martina.
Martina Navratilova?
Yeah, I
I
thought
think she
was
has.
big on
I
that
think she has
list.
18.
Wow.
She might have 18, but Margaret Court with 24 and Steffi Graf is 22. So Serena takes care of business. She'll have 17, and then next season, if she get a couple more, she could
That's
crack that top
impressive.
3.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's a very
Go
impressive.
Serena. And being that you're in New York, holler at your boy.
Great statistics, Big Joe.
Hey, thank you. That's what I'm here. I'm held to inform and bring,
That's what we do.
from the on the block aspect of things. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for.
Serena.
That's what we do.
That's my boo.
Going on to a little baseball news that,
Pennant race.
pennant race. Yankees was out of it for a little while ago. They take a big blow today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wound up losing 13-9.
Yeah.
But they was in it though. They're making it interesting. I would like to give a shout out to a degree to Joe Girardi, and I want to ask you guys a question. Is Mariano done before he's done? Has he been done?
He's human, but he's not done. He's still that dude. I think he's just showing he's human.
He's had 7 blown saves. He had 7
he's
blown
done.
games this year that the Yankees could have won. Though.
He's
You know what I
done.
mean?
Just the other day, he had a 4 out save.
And then after that,
He's
he
done.
blew the game.
You know what it is? Mentally, he's done.
I don't think mentally he's
I don't
done. I
think
think coach. I think physically he's done. I don't think he can
He's
do it.
40.
He's 42, I think.
But see, when it comes
He's
here,
42.
it comes mentally.
Yeah, but
because
I don't think he can pitch day after day
Yeah.
after day.
They got
after
a
day.
space and saves.
Yeah.
They got a space and
But
saves.
there's no time for them to space the saves right now.
Yeah, they're down to what, 2.5 weeks of the season left. They're like 3.5, 4 games out.
But 42 for a reliever is like 24, man, in age, man. I mean, Sutter was like 46 when he was out there hurling.
Yeah, but it
He
depends
got
on
one
his
pitch,
physical.
He's got one pitch. People are catching up. Hey, you see the
He
guys
knows- he
year
also
after
knows-
year.
he also
How long
knows-
has been Mario been in the league?
he also knows he's gonna retire.
I don't know. I have to go
17,
back on
18
that.
years.
17, 18 years. Don't you think you'll finally catch up to him?
Finally,
I mean, even in the division.
finally, you know what I'm saying? After, and he's still doing his thing.
That's what I'm saying. So he's human. Trevor Hoffman went on a stream of 20 straight games of saves. He loses a couple too.
Yeah, but he's no Mariano though.
I know.
If
He's
they
not
can
married.
find a way to save him a little bit in this stretch run, which is going to be tough, then they're going to need to do that because they're going to need him if they get that wild card. Because they're what, 2.5 to 4 games out?
Right. Well, I think
After
they're
the
four. I
last
think
two
they're 4
losses?
games. I think they're 4 games out now.
Yeah, because they lost last. Yeah,
That's what they had to win 3 out of 4 against
Yeah,
in the
they
series,
needed to win this one.
and they wound up, and there's a chance they might even get swept.
Yeah.
So they could get bumped. This whole thing, but they have made the pennant race for New York Yankee baseball and baseball in New York more interesting for the time being. But they just happen to run into that Boston team that's been impressive
Yeah.
all year.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think it's going
They've
to be
been
as good as
consistent.
it
They've been very
was.
consistent.
And they've been Big Pop and them been playing ball.
Well, what might help them, they say the Rays have been up and down. So if the Rays
Rays,
continue
they
their
lost
up and
too.
down,
They lost.
and they do pick it up in this last 2 weeks and
That's
change.
not the teams you worry about. You worry about Texas and Oakland.
Baltimore.
Well, the
Texas
Rays,
and
the Rays
Oakland,
are,
those hold the wild card spots.
Right.
they're all tied. They
Whoever
showed me
gets
the
that
stat
division
last night. They're
will
all
get the wild
tied.
card. So you worry about those guys.
But I also think that now the Yankees got a lot of firepower now. I think they had the firepower they do now.
Situation.
And then they had half the year, you know what I'm saying, before the year was out. I don't think they'd be in this situation
You
right
got
now.
fresh legs. You got Granderson back.
Yeah, but
You got Jeter back. Those are
Yeah.
all fresh legs.
but it's too
Rodriguez.
late.
But it's a
It's
little
too late though.
It's a little
Too late.
late.
Too late. Too late. You know
I
what I
see
mean?
the strangest things
36
happen in
games.
baseball too. I see Bucky then hit over the Green Monster.
True that.
All right.
True that.
So
I mean,
it
there's-
comes down to the last game. Still September,
There's,
still to go.
there's still
I
an
got a
outside.
question.
There's still an outside chance. Good.
What y'all guys' feelings on Miggy going for the Triple Crown? Think he
He's
gets
the
that if
real
he comes
deal.
back
He's the
healthy
real
for the
deal.
last 2 weeks?
Yeah, he's the real deal.
He's just chasing Chris Davis with the home runs, and
I
he
don't
hit
think
like 2 more than a day.
I don't think he's gonna catch
Yeah,
Chris
so
Davis on a home run.
that's going to be the one thing that stops him is that home run
Well,
race. Because he's
at
like
the
4 or
end of the
5
season,
behind.
They're in the wild card or they're in the division race. I think
That's
that's
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll play all
They will
those
sit
playoffs.
him down. They're going to sit him down and rest him for the playoffs. So that Triple Crown, I would love to have seen that back.
Yeah, that would have been the first time
That would
ever.
have been
First time
crazy.
ever, right?
Yeah.
That would have been crazy. But I got a real important question. Though. How about my man MVP for MVP?
Nah.
Oh, come on. Why?
No.
Dodgers in
He's
first
dry.
place because of
He's
this.
dry.
MVP, no.
No, not because of him. but
Don
he's part of
Mattingly
it,
has
though.
a job because of Puig.
He's part of
He's
it.
not
though.
MVP.
You got
I
Barber.
can't
What's the guy?
He hasn't played
got
enough.
50 home runs. Who's other on the Dodgers?
And for the National League
For the
MVP,
Dodgers?
Yeah, somebody got 40.
I can't even call it.
Maybe that's Chris Davis for what's
Davis.
Yeah, he's in the, that's an AL.
No, that's Chris Davis.
He's in the
From
AL.
Baltimore, right?
Yeah, nobody. The
But I
best
don't-
you got is Kemp.
Puig,
Matt Kemp.
no. Puig is doing well, but MVP, no.
He's a sensation. He's on SportsCenter every night.
Nah.
I mean, they went from
I don't
fifth.
see- I don't see that
They
happening.
went from fifth to first.
He didn't do that by himself, though. He's
Exactly.
part of
True.
that.
Exactly.
He's a big part
True.
of that, but
He's a
he
big
didn't do-
part of it,
He didn't do that by himself, though.
I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. He's a key, big props to him, but MVP, I don't see
How
it
about
happening.
Rookie of the Year then? Can I get Rookie of the Year?
That's more possible and
That's more
plausible
possible.
than
He's not gonna get it
MVP.
because he came like season already started. What
But he-
came
but
in the
he-
middle
but he-
season?
he's
Listen,
been
Trout
playing
did that
consistent
last
enough, though.
year. Trout came in basically almost in the middle of the season. He got Rookie of the Year. My man Puig needs to get Rookie of the Year.
He's a strong candidate.
Come
Strong
on.
candidate.
Yeah,
Okay. Strong candidate.
yeah, he's a strong candidate for it. So give my man Puig some love.
He gets love, but he's just not going to get the MVP.
A lot of Puig hate. A lot of
Nah, I know
hate.
Queen hate.
He's not
Hey,
MVP.
it's a good stretch. They still fighting for a wild card, aren't they?
No,
The
they're in first place.
They're in
They
first
sealed,
place?
they sealed
Okay.
up their division.
Okay,
Be-
okay.
As soon as he came in, they went straight to first.
Well,
He's
he
the
learns
Chuck
to-
Norris of baseball.
He just needs to learn to run the bases.
No, he needs to chill.
No, he needs to learn to run the
He needs
bases.
to learn how to mature.
No,
Right.
yeah, he needs
That's
to
the
be.
key.
He's too enthusiastic.
You know,
Very
he
zealous.
needs to have a little more respect. He needs to have more respect for the game. And his peers, though. Without
peers,
doubt.
he don't respect his peers.
Yeah.
Without doubt.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
Don Manley had to take him out of one game 2 weeks
yeah.
ago.
He had to check him. He
yeah,
had to check
a
him.
week ago, yeah.
And he needs that, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Go back to some football.
Go back to some football without a doubt.
We'll go back to some NFL. You know, that's the main thing right now. We got some good games coming up. Some very good games.
Great games coming up.
Great games. Get some marquee games, some marquee games, some rematch games, some rivalry games. Giants and the Cowboys. It's a rivalry game. Y'all know where my allegiance go. I don't have to say. That should be a good
Who you
game. It ain't the Cowboys. It should be a good game.
They're playing in Big D where the
Yeah,
Giants never lost.
yeah, yeah. We're 4-0. We're
That's our
4-0
Super
on
Bowl.
there.
4-0.
That's our
We're
Super
4-0.
Bowl.
So hopefully we can keep that going. The way preseason looked, but it's preseason. So I'm not going,
Right, you don't take too much out.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. So I'm just hoping that's a real good game, a healthy game, and we come out victorious. I'm predicting a close game, as normal, as most NFC East battles go, and especially Giants Cowboys. I figure we're gonna win that by 3, 7 at the most. But I figure we got a 3
So
point
what,
win.
49 or 46?
Nah, it ain't gonna be a
It's gonna
shootout.
be a
It ain't gonna be a shootout.
It's gonna be a
It
shootout.
ain't
That's
gonna
a
be a
prediction?
That's going to be a shootout.
That's a prediction, Coach?
Yeah.
You got a prediction for that game tomorrow? I know,
21.
I know you're a big blue
I'm a
guy.
Giants. Giants 24-21.
Yeah, I think the Giants take this game 24-21, something like that, 24-27.
Close.
I just think that they're in their heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Giants could be hurting a little bit because of their running game. I'm not sure if that front four can be the way it was. You know what I mean? But they've always give Romo a lot of problems.
We need to get a good push up the middle, which I think we could get that with just Kate Jenkins and then Peterson and Linville Joseph. We get a constant push up the middle, would be all right. But our O-line needs to step up big time. It's a big patchwork. We got a rookie at tackle. We need the O-line to suck it up, step it up, and handle their business. And the running backs will do what they got to do, long as that O-line. And if the O-line don't win, you ain't winning no games. That's what they get.
Plus, Dallas got a new defensive coordinator, so they're coming.
Yeah, they're coming, but it's Monty Kiffin. It ain't gonna be nothing Eli ain't never seen before. He's a 10-year vet. He'll be ready for
What's
it.
up with Victor Cruz?
He's healthy. He's ready to go. He's ready to dance.
No,
He's ready to
He
dance.
took off the boot. He's good.
He's good.
Well, my worry is, no, not my worry, but it's I'm
You're
on
worried.
Bradshaw.
You're worried.
Bradshaw.
You're worried.
I think Bradshaw's no play for us no more. I'm not
No,
worried about
I
that.
know. That's what I'm worried about.
Not worried about that.
He was
Right,
a
you're
staple.
worried. You said it.
He was a staple. He was a staple. I like that, right? No, he was a staple.
Who did we pick
True.
up as a running back?
We got David
Running backs
Wilson.
are hurt. We got
We got
David
Scott. Now,
Wilson.
our running backs are healthy. It's our offensive line
We
that's
not
shit.
see that. My
We
worry-
lost Andre Brown. He's out for about 6
My
to 8
worry is
weeks.
Brown. Not
But
being-
we're gonna be good. We're gonna be
I'm
good.
worried because Brown's not there. I'm
We're gonna be
concerned about our running game.
There you go.
It's
Concerned,
not- I'm
worried.
concerned about my worry.
The offensive line dictates how the running game is going to do. That's why I'm not worried about the running backs. It's all on the O-line. If they don't make a hole, the guys ain't got nowhere to go. But so they got to do it. So I'm not concerned with the running backs. I think we got talented backs. We got speed. We got good backs. It's the O-line needs to step it
We
up.
don't have veteran backs. That's what we don't.
No, we do. We do. We good. We good. I just, like I said, that O-line. And I'm worried about Jason Witten. To keep it real, Jason Witten is a problem.
Well, he's always
Him and
good,
Des
though.
Bryant is a
He's
problem.
always skilled, Joe. He's always skilled.
Cowboys
All right.
will be ready, man.
You talk about tight ends. What do you think about this kid, Brandon Myers? You think? Because I didn't see anything in preseason.
Yeah,
to make me
he got
like,
a few
oh,
grabs. He got good hands though. He had like 80-something catches last year with the Raiders. He was
He was the
Raiders.
only one there. Yeah.
But he's got good hands. He can catch the ball. As long as he gets open, Eli will get it to him. No, that's the key on
Got
that.
big shoes to fill.
Yeah, no, not really. Not really. Not
Bennett looked good
He's
for
got
us
medium
last
shoes.
My concern for the running game for the Cowboys is Murray. You
Yeah.
gotta contain him.
He's a good dude, but he gets
He's a
hurt.
threat.
He's kind of middle class.
He's not gonna get hurt tomorrow.
You never know. I hope so. Not to wish no pain, nobody. Just miss one game.
He's gonna come for revenge. I'm telling you, they're gonna be ready.
Another big rivalry game. Philly and the Redskins. Everybody want to see what RG3 getting ready to do. That's the rivalry game. And the expectations of RG3.
I think it's gonna get broke up tomorrow, Monday.
You think so?
I think so.
It could happen.
He hasn't practiced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't.
Running scrimmages
You
at
can't
the
do
same-
scrimmage and the speed of a regular game at the same thing. Practice and an NFL game is not the same thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't emulate the speed of how things are. And if he wants to do that run option, he better hand the ball off and do not run with the ball.
Yeah, they need to
He
slow
will
that
get
down.
popped
For his health, they need to slow it down.
Maybe Michael Vick can come back from the future and tell him not to run. Like those little commercials. Here's a young Michael Vick that I see. Only you got just got a little more accuracy. Just a little more accuracy. It's just like the past versus the future. In
So
this
where they
game. That's
playing?
what I see.
Where they playing?
They're playing in Washington, and this is a big week for the NFC East because you got two matchups. Division matchup. Dallas playing against Giants. Philly playing against Washington. So
Big ups to the NFL making their schedule.
It's like rivalry
Yeah.
week in week one. It's
Yeah.
bananas.
Well,
But then you got like expectations what to see Chip Kelly's going to do. How
Right.
this high octane offense, how that's going to look.
I too.
I'm curious. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I'm curious.
So you got in that game Monday night.
In that game, I got Philly.
Big
I got
Joe?
Philly.
I got Washington.
It's killing me to say it, but I got the Skins. I think
I got the
this.
Skins.
I got the Skins.
I got the
yeah.
Skins.
Redskins. I like
It'll
Philly in
come
that
down to
game.
LaShawn McCoy.
I think
Shady.
Philly. I go with the Skins because okay, everybody's here already. They've been there. They got a Rackpo back. They got Carrigan coming. Philly, they got a whole new system, a whole lot of guys tying into what happened the other day. You got to worry about is there going to be good leadership? Are these people going to listen to Vic? Because his own statement is that some of the young players aren't respecting him or listening to him.
I agree
so
with that.
I think there's a question mark on
I
Philly.
agree with that too. Just like there's a big question mark on RG3 playing his first game.
Yeah.
No preseason games. First game back since last year, since breaking his leg.
Well, there's
That's
a
what I'm
question
looking
on
at.
his knee, but not on the system.
But when the
Their
system, and
system,
intelligence-
anybody can come in their
Yeah,
system right
it's a
now and
system.
play.
But I mean, not everybody, but he's a good system.
Damn near anybody. The way
I
they're
think it
stacked.
may be important for him to take a few snaps, but I wouldn't overexert him. You understand?
But-
Mike Shanahan has a big time problem with overexerting players.
Doesn't play.
But Mike Shanahan was putting the corner by RG3.
Yeah, they have to play him. He has to
Gotta
play.
play.
He's the starting
You
quarterback.
get him to take a couple of snaps to see how he's functioning.
Ken, there's Mustafa, there's no option.
No
They have to
option.
play him.
He's the money. He's the money.
He's the
team.
key to their
Gotta play.
offense.
He's a franchise.
Gotta play him.
Gotta play him.
Gotta
This ain't
play.
this is regular season, it's ready to
We
go.
said the same thing and almost lost him for a whole year.
Gotta
But-
play him.
Gotta play him.
But he's healthy now.
RG3 has been on SportsCenter. On
He's been everywhere.
Talking about
He's getting on my
Shanahan
nerve.
better let me play, so he has to play.
I still say Mike Shanahan. Look, we can look at Terrell Davis. This thing is ruined for a lifetime. And, you know, I'm just saying, just from your past experience, he's the kind of person that will exert a play even if they're not ready.
Well,
ready.
he hasn't done that yet because he hasn't allowed him to play.
Yeah, he hasn't played no preseason.
He hasn't played no
nothing.
preseason. So
He's
that,
making good decisions.
that's why I'm taking Philadelphia tomorrow
But he took
because
criticism for that. That's why.
yeah, but
That's gonna happen.
that's gonna happen.
That's always gonna
That's
happen.
gonna happen.
I'm going with the Skins on that.
That's always gonna
It's
happen.
going to be a slugfest, but I would think the Skins. I'm going with the
Let's move it over to another big game out west though. You got Green Bay and San Francisco.
Rematch,
Rematch
playoff
for
game.
playoffs. You know, I mean,
that's
Kaepernick killed Green Bay last year in Green Bay.
Ran all over.
Does Green Bay come back? Aaron Rodgers, with that somewhat shaky defense. I mean, the offense is still the same, but
Yeah.
Defense is
defense-
suspect.
Yeah.
who do you like in that game and why?
Well, I like the 49ers because they picked up Bolin, and Bolin was a key for
For the Ravens.
For the Ravens. So I really think that their team is more fit, more experienced. I think they're gonna make an example that was made out of in the Super Bowl. I'm seeing them crushing
Question Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Wow.
Big Joe?
I wouldn't say crushing because Green Bay can't put up points, but it's going to be a good game. It's all going to depend on Green Bay's running game. They got Lacey from
got Lacy.
Alabama.
I like this
that kid,
kid.
that kid.
Look
can
for him to
play.
be Rookie of the Year.
They got their defense got to hold their own.
He's a Rookie of the Year.
Lacey is the truth. I wish he could have fell, but he was the truth, so he wasn't gonna fall. But with San Fran, they lost some key wideouts.
Crabtree.
Bolden is good, but he's not a deep threat like that.
But neither was Crabtree neither.
Yeah, but he was
Crabtree
more.
was not
He's a
really
little more.
he was-
fast-
But that was they had a
That was
connection
the-
though.
yeah,
They
yeah.
had a connection though.
But that was only a 1 year stint.
But
He's not a-
he caught. How many touchdown passes did Kaepernick throw last year in that stint he was in?
Oh, through his run,
Most of
good
them-
number.
most of them went to
So
Crabtree.
Yeah, that was his go-to guy.
That was his go-to
That was his
guy.
comfort zone.
If you looked in the Super Bowl, the last 3 passes, where did they go to?
Yeah.
Crabtree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
he's
going to be a tough game. It's going to be a hard-fought game because it's a
You rather have Bolden
rematch.
than Crabtree?
Who you like? I'd rather have Bolden.
Actually, it's going to be an interesting game. I think San Fran might pull it out. You talk about Michael Vick not getting respect from his players. You heard about the rumblings out of
Green Bay.
Green Bay's camp? A lot of players are not respecting Aaron Rodgers as well.
Oh, no.
He's
No.
getting a lot of flack from his own players.
No,
so-
no. Old players that left.
Yes,
Old players
yes.
that
Old
left.
players that left.
Not players that's
Yeah.
there.
Donald Driver.
Driver,
Driver, the kid that's in
And,
Minnesota
Jennings.
right now. But they're not there no more.
Yeah, true, but there's still rumblings back then. So they've been talking about him for a while. You'll talk about how you don't like him and he's nervous as a leader while you were there, and then now you expose him as you go into Minnesota. There's always been rumblings going back there. I want to see how their season progresses.
I think San Fran has a key on their defense. Their defense is a little step better, 2 steps better than Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
With the Smith and all with Bolden, the linebacker, and Patrick Willis.
Pete
Yo,
Will.
their front seven is
No joke.
no joke. I think that's the key.
I like for Green Bay too. I got Green Bay tomorrow. I have an upset because it's week 1. A lot of people picking San Fran. San Fran may be over the top. It's like I'm picking Carolina over Seattle tomorrow because Seattle's playing at 10 o'clock regular time as opposed to
Over when they was back home.
back home at 1
Super Bowl
o'clock.
game. They got a couple of question marks on
they
the
have-
secondary.
But Seattle's a favorite to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But we're not getting to that game yet. But I like Green Bay over San Francisco. Another big game, division game, Atlanta, New Orleans.
Yes, that could be a playoff preview.
Could be
And the division crown now because they're both in the
What's the
South.
matchup?
Atlanta, New Orleans.
Oh, that's a great.
Atlanta's 6-0 in opening games against New Orleans.
Yeah.
This game's in New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans tomorrow. I like Peyton's coming back. Peyton's coming back. Drew Brees throwing the ball all over the
Their
place.
defense, yeah.
Their defense is a little suspect, but they in the Big
They're
Easy.
home,
though.
yeah, they're home.
They're in the Big Easy, which makes it a big thing, and we'll see. Atlanta. I got Atlanta going to the Super Bowl, but I got New Orleans over Atlanta tomorrow.
I got the Falcons by a touchdown. I think with the acquisition of Steven Jackson, their defense going to be up for it because they won there before.
They got
I think
OC.
they got OC. He
Who else
could
they picked
apply
up?
pressure.
They picked up somebody else.
I think like some corners or defensive backs or something.
Yeah.
But I think their key is going to be Steven Jackson. That's going to be the key.
Yeah, it's going to be the key.
So I think they got them by 7. I got Atlanta by 7.
I got about 14. I got Atlanta beating about 14 points. I see
I like the Steven Jackson addition. That's
Oh, me too. I like that a lot, too.
That's
I like that.
'Cause he runs like a
No,
man.
I think that's.
solidifies their running game.
I think that takes them over
and
the
they got
top.
Jacquez Rodgers
Plus, he can
behind
catch
him.
Yeah,
the
he
ball.
could do
Running
the-
too.
yeah.
Pretty good. Throw the ball
But
out.
my question is, wasn't Atlanta done? Wasn't Atlanta done?
Yeah.
They ain't done nothing.
They.
New Orleans has been there. They've done that.
With their defense.
Peyton wasn't there last year, and they
Right.
still were able to do a little bit of something. Peyton's back. They have to prove something. I got New Orleans big.
But can they guard Roddy White and Julio?
Who's going to stop superstar Jimmy Graham?
Jimmy Graham is the truth.
I think it's about the tight end. I think whoever can stop the tight end, you
There
can
you
stop
go.
Gonzalez tomorrow.
The
You
young
can
and the
stop
old,
Graham.
Yeah.
the future and the
The
past.
new
with
world order.
Gonzalez and Mitch, the 2 great tight ends.
Exactly.
That kid Graham is the truth.
But Julio Jones is the real truth.
Yes,
The real deal.
Julio
Oh,
Jones.
Julio's a
Yeah,
beast.
you can't
Don't get
sleep.
me wrong. Julio's a beast. That
Yeah,
that wide receiver tandem, is like one of the top 5.
Yeah, they're definitely
Top
top
five.
5. Top 5 10.
Better than Giants?
Top 2. And Giants.
No, I don't think so.
I give them a
Akeem and
slight.
Cruz?
I give them a slight because they got the better size. I give them that much
yeah,
edge
me too.
because they got the better size.
More athletic.
More athletic
They're
right
big.
now.
They're
And
better right now.
Hakeem's been hurt.
And Keenan's been hurt, right.
So's
He's
Roddy.
been hurt.
And so's
Right.
Julio.
Roddy's got a sore foot.
So's
Question
Julio.
mark.
Julio's
He's going to
been
play
hurt
though. He's
too.
going to play though.
Oh yeah,
But we're not going to go
by
by to that one game. We go by
But
last season.
I got
Yeah,
give
I'm talking
them
Julio's been hurt. Too.
oversized wise because both of them are like what 6'3" and better.
Julio Jones, Victor Cruz.
They're both playmakers, man. But
If Eli's throwing them both of them, I'll take
No,
it.
Russ time going with Cruz.
Right now, I got to go with Julio.
I'm going with Cruz.
Well, you know, like you said, Cruz.
They're both
Cruz,
playmakers,
because
man.
they're right.
They're both
I gotta
playmakers.
agree with my co-host right here.
And I gotta go home, Timo,
Both,
man.
both quarterbacks go
South
to
side,
their big players though.
Yeah.
And Cruz has made some big plays,
Right.
and Julio Jones has made some big, just as big
You
plays.
can't go wrong with either one.
That's something. That,
I'm sticking with the whole team.
The whole team.
Cruz has done it on a bigger plateau.
let's keep this
Yeah.
NFL thing moving. Regular games, you go through regular games.
Another Division One, Patriots and the Bills. We see what the rookie's going to do with EJ.
That game's on national
should be
television
good.
tomorrow.
Spiller's gonna
CBS,
get busy.
Channel 2, 1 o'clock.
Should be a good one.
Oh, no. The guy to look out for is that tight end from New England. Scuffeld? Zach Scuffeld. I know. It's a crazy name, but look out for him.
Yeah, 'cause-
he's like Cameron from Buffalo.
Okay.
He's going to be one of the tight ends you're going to, like, whoa.
Yeah, because Gronk ain't healthy. I don't even think he's
Gronk's
going to
not
get time this
healthy.
year. This
Ballard
game.
that they took from us.
They cut him.
There you go.
He got released.
Tebow's not catching it, so.
Tebow's
done.
he's at home.
Tebow's done. You know, a lot of people have. Speaking of the Patriots, we can speak on them for about a minute before we move on. A lot of people got them. A lot of experts got them going to the Super Bowl, back to the Super Bowl,
I don't see that happening.
because they under the radar. Patriots.
Well,
I don't see that happening either.
I see them winning the division. They could do that,
see them
but I don't
winning.
see them going to the Super Bowl.
Tom
I don't
Brady's
see him.
figured out. I think his time is done.
I don't see him winning the
Time's
division.
not done.
Only-
But, I
I
don't
don't
see
see him
right.
winning the
His
division.
lack of weapons. That's what's going to hurt him.
But he's
Because the
gonna
new
create
receiver.
somebody. The system. I always say.
System.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
system team.
As long as those guys catch the ball, they'll be
They catch
good.
the ball.
But
But still, I only think they could be a threat if they have a running game. If they don't have a thorough running game,
and they led the
which their
league.
running game to me has been lacking a little bit in spite of. If they don't have the blocking in the running game, I don't think they're going to get as far as what they went last year. I
That-
think he's been figured out.
But the key is, like you said, the
He
running
still put
game
up
is the
numbers.
key.
Listen.
Running game is the key for the win.
Last year, they were the fourth team in the NFL in running. Do you know that?
Yeah, because
Because
of
they had
Brady.
Stephen Ridley, Shane Vereen.
Because
The
of
running
Brady.
is not their problem.
Well, you know what? You got everybody dropping back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Got
outside
everybody
threat.
dropping back,
Yeah.
and you know they run that inside handoff through the shotgun, so you get a lot of yards.
Danny
that way.
Woodhead, guys like that. Yeah,
But
their running
but
game wasn't that
You gotta
bad.
also understand, Tom Brady ran the ball more than he ever should have last year too. You understand? I mean, last year he didn't even, a couple of years in the past when he was winning the championship, he didn't have to run. This year
No,
he's
they
been
did
running,
though
he's
when they
been
won
going
championship.
for first downs and a lot. I mean, that's unusual because they've been picking him up on the blitz lately.
Actually,
They got- they got-
So, just my observation.
you know, people
They also
sleep.
got their coordinator back. This
Great,
Diver,
not
young
different.
kid.
Yeah, the young dude, he worked with them
So
before.
he's back. He's
They're going
back.
to be all right. They're not going to be a Super Bowl team, but they're going to win. They'll be a playoff team.
So who do you like tomorrow? Being in Buffalo, got the young quarterback, the rookie quarterback,
EJ.
EJ Manuel.
Buffalo.
I like this kid. I like he's
Go
got
with
he's
EJ.
got he's got a
Like
good
EJ.
He's got a good upside.
he's
He's
got a
going to
good
be good.
upside
He's
without a
good.
doubt. But I don't see
And Spiller's back.
I don't
ready to
see.
run.
I would like to see Buffalo beat New England, but I don't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Buffalo beating
don't see
New
them
England
winning, yeah.
even at home because
We want to
EJ
expose them.
could
know.
be could
I
be.
don't know.
I'll produce. You know, my man who makes everything happen. Mustafa, as y'all all know,
He
he's a
rides
ras-
with Buffalo.
He rides with Buffalo.
Right.
Yeah,
Close.
I know.
He rides with Buffalo. So,
Yeah, that's good. This
little
so
something
being
funny.
that I would like to see Buffalo win them all, I'm taking New England.
Yeah,
Taking Buffalo.
Taking
I'm
Buffalo.
taking Buffalo
Like
because
the
they're
upset?
hungry. I see the upset.
I'm going with the Pats.
On one of those, where can I watch it at?
listen, Buffalo's
No.
got
It's on Channel 2,
At
How
what
about-
time?
1 o'clock, CBS, New York, television.
Buffalo got C.J. Spiller, Stevie Johnson. They got their tight end that's real low key. Don't sleep on him.
If it's a time to beat New England,
Don't
it's
sleep on it.
definitely
It's
New
not.
England.
Yeah, yeah.
My prediction: New England 50, Buffalo 10.
Here's something to talk about. A big game.
Boy, shame on you, man. That man off my stage. Look to the left field.
50 to 10. He went way to the left.
That's crazy.
Way to the left. That's
That's
crazy.
how we beat them too. When Stevie Johnson dropped
Yo,
the
you gonna
ball
shut him
by
up
the
right
screen.
now. You gonna shut him up right now.
Last year we won. Last year we beat
Taking
them.
on the Tampa Bay Jets.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay and the Jets.
Woo!
Should be a good game if you want to see what Revis is going to do.
Revis comes
coming
home.
back. He's coming home out of the
Revis
crowd. Yeah, Revis Island's coming back. How the
Home.
crowd going to show the disrespect or a little respect. I think they're going to boo him to death. Because he showed
I
to
don't
be a
think so.
selfish
No,
player
I
as
don't
a
think
Jet.
so. I think he's one of
He gonna dominate, too.
the best defensive Jets of all time.
Yeah, but you know the fans going to be upset. They're going to be fickle. You never know.
No, I don't think so. You know they're gonna get him mad love.
Is Fireman Ed going to be there?
They reach out
They
to
shamed him to death.
All I know
wonder
is that Gino better not throw on his side though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think Geno's
That's
gonna
gonna
try.
be a pick 7 right
Geno's
now.
gonna try.
That's gonna be a pick 6 right now.
How's Geno the quarter? See, you know what? I
By
told you.
default.
He's rough, man. They
Chris-
got nobody
by
else.
No, they got Chris Sims. They needed to put Chris Sims in there for a while. Chris Sims is a quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Played for Tampa Bay for a couple of years.
No, I think this is not Chris Sims, it's different
It's not.
Sims.
It's the
It's
younger
the
brother.
younger Sims, the younger one.
Sims.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I thought Chris Sims was the quarterback.
No.
All right. I'm bugging out.
Yeah,
I didn't know he
it's the
got.
younger Sims. It's the younger.
Sims
He had
got-
about 2 or 3.
All right.
But Tampa Bay, I think Tampa Bay gonna win that. They got a defense. They got a feisty defense. They got the midget, the hamster, the muscle hamster,
Muscle
Doug Martin.
hamster. They got Williams. They got Mike Williams
Yeah, I go with
and an
Tampa.
underrated Josh Freeman. They got an underrated Josh Freeman. Don't they?
Too.
Josh Freeman took a step back last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he was up and down. Maybe
Not
consistent.
really, because once you got the muscle hamster there, he didn't have to throw as much.
true that. But it's a throwing league though.
Yeah, you got to air it out every now and then.
Everybody's throwing the ball. But I like Tampa Bay tomorrow.
Yeah.
At New York Jets.
2 touchdowns.
How about you?
Blowout.
Tampa about 2
Bay.
touchdowns.
Tampa Bay all the way.
Sorry, Troy.
Yeah, Jeff Nation. I'm sorry if you was here.
Yeah.
And Geno gets that job by default.
Yeah.
I don't really think he deserved it.
He
But
doesn't.
you know what? You got to go with him because he's the future.
Yeah.
You got to see what you got though.
Yeah, but-
we already know
Gotta
what
throw it to the fire.
we already know what Sanchez is.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we didn't throw Eli to the fire. We put him in
We
slowly.
slowly and then pushed him
Gradually
into-
put him in.
In week 5, week 6, we threw him
It
in the
was
fire.
more week 7.
Yeah.
But you know,
Kurt was doing his thing first, and then
well,
he
the
started
Jets
throwing.
don't have Kurt Warner. They have Mark Sanchez.
I know.
They have no choice but to throw him to the fire.
No, Kurt. I mean Sanchez is hurt, but you got to know that.
Like I said, they have no choice.
They got Sims. Sims didn't look that bad.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We got another good game. All these games are good because
Oh,
the
yeah.
first game of the year. Cincinnati at Chicago.
a good game.
Playoff contender.
Yeah.
Both these teams supposed to be
Both
playoff
of
contender.
them, yeah.
Lovey Smith is out of there. He won 10-6
Got a
last
raw
year.
deal.
Definitely got a raw deal. Chicago missed the playoffs because of the same records they had in the division. Minnesota had a better division
Yeah.
record.
Right.
10-6 usually gets you in the playoff, but they didn't make it. You got Jay Cutler. You got a new quarter. You got Mark
New
Tristman
coordinator.
as the
Head coach.
coach. So I don't know. And Cincinnati.
They missing Urlacher. That might hurt him too. But he's an old and
Yeah,
he had one leg last
I
year.
don't think they're missing him though.
I think Cincinnati though.
You like Cincinnati?
Yeah, I like Cincinnati. AJ Green.
Chicago's in trouble. Brandon Marshall's starting to act up. He's starting to act up a little something.
He didn't start the season.
He's acting up.
in preseason, man. They had to set him down 3 games.
That's it.
That's Jay Cutler's man. I mean, that's Jay
That's his
Cutler's
go-to man,
man.
too.
That's his man.
But he has to learn to throw it around. He has to learn to share the ball.
As much as
Jay
Brandon
Cutler
Marshall.
better get himself together because he's going to be out.
Jay
He's going
Cutler, he's a good quarterback.
going
He's just, as he matures, you're going to see how good he is. But I still got Chicago.
It should be a good matchup on the outside with AJ Green and Peanut Tillman.
Me
That
too.
should be a good
Yeah,
matchup.
I like Cincinnati's good. Cincinnati's good, but for some reason or another, I'm gonna take Chicago because they at Chicago and because of that defense at home. If they was in
Cincinnati's good defense,
Cincinnati,
too.
Cincinnati's got listening. They picked up
They
kid from
re-signed-
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and they re-signed the tackle with a 5-year deal.
Best
He's a
tackle
beast,
in the
too.
game.
Yeah, he's
Best tackle
one
in
of
the
the
game.
top,
You know,
top 3
two
guys.
corners. You got AJ Green. Cincinnati's team to be reckoned with, but tomorrow at home I like Chicago. Cincinnati on the road I like Chicago.
I like Cincinnati.
I like
Cincinnati?
six. I like
We'll
six.
see if the law firm can run on Chicago.
See if he can do it. I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
Chicago's defense was
They got good defense.
they had the best takeaway
Took- yeah,
defense last
yeah,
year.
they take it away.
So we'll see.
If they get a pick 6, they're gonna win the game.
We'll see how that goes. Another good game. Tennessee at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. That's a good rivalry too. They don't
good
like
rivalry.
each other.
They don't like each other.
And they Pittsburgh's playing at home. I give the advantage to Pitt. Even though they got little injuries and their offensive line's been kind of up and down, inconsistent. I give them the edge because they're playing at home.
Pittsburgh's got something to prove. I like
Yeah,
Pittsburgh too.
yeah. They were 8-8 last year, so they got a chip on their shoulder. They're ready to rock.
I think they can stop Chris Johnson though.
Yeah.
CJ Kanoke? Nah, I don't know. He just ain't the same.
Who, CJ?
Yeah, it's just not the same. And they got the backup Sean Green.
Well, you know what they said that last year. I think a lot of people when you're putting 8 and 9 in the box,
Yeah.
it's hard to run that way. I mean, he's no AP. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
all
But
day.
he's
That's what
he's
we
still a
talk
real
about.
deal though. He's still a real deal. He's still a real deal.
Yeah.
Who you like tomorrow night game?
I like
Coach?
Pittsburgh. I
Like Pittsburgh. I think we all like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I think the game will go Detroit and which one?
Yeah, Detroit and Minnesota. The battle to see who gets 2,000 plus. That's a big one. That's a big one right there.
I personally don't think. I mean, it's early in the season, but I personally don't think that AP has a good year, as good a year as he did last year.
It all depends on if the quarterback can figure it out, and Jennings has a good year. It's gonna open it up for him. Then anything's
But you know what?
anything's
I'll take
possible.
my chance on that. I'm gonna put 9 in the box. I'm not putting 8 in the box. I'm putting 9 in the box.
Yeah, I hear you, 'cause their quarterback is suspect.
Because Ponder is really suspect.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was all AP last year.
Yeah, oh,
that was
definitely.
all AP.
He got a
From the
strong
start.
back because he carried that organization. He
You
carried them.
can say the same thing about Detroit. You shut down Reggie Bush. Megatron can't get, but you know what? Megatron's a different guy.
Megatron is
Different guy.
Megatron is a
Megatron
different
is
guy.
Megatron.
And you got Stratford. I mean, Detroit. You know, they were 6-10 last year. I look for them to still miss the playoffs this year. I look for them to be possibly 8-8, 7-9. Reggie Bush gives them a boost. I mean, you got Stratford, Megatron, and Bush. That's
One thing hurt them,
electric.
the defensive end is it might not play. The starter Averill, he's hurt. He got hurt foot.
But you got them two guys in the middle though.
Yeah,
2 defensive tackles. I
Yeah,
think their problem is on the outside in their defense.
yeah. It's gonna be a good game. Megatron makes the game-winning touchdown.
At Detroit, you like Detroit at
Yeah,
Detroit?
I like Detroit in that one.
I like Detroit at Detroit. How about you, Coach? Minnesota, Detroit.
I like Minnesota.
Like Minnesota
I
AP.
like AP. I think AP's gonna have a career year.
I like Detroit, but Megatron's having the same problem. He's got the Andreitis. He doesn't have another receiver on the other side.
Yeah, their number 2 has to step up.
Well,
Yeah,
they need
has to
in their
step
tight
up.
end though. In their tight end though. I think
Yeah.
that's when you get
Pettigrew?
a lot. Yeah, and I think you get a lot of Reggie Bush coming out of the flat. Who's the guy who broke his leg last year when he's supposed to be coming back? Who's that
Michael
number?
Shaw?
No.
Nate Burleson.
Nate Burleson.
Nate Burleson.
So he'll
They
be
gotta
back.
step
He'll be
up,
back.
man.
He'll be
They
back.
gotta step
He'll
up and
step
take
up.
some of that
He's
load
a good
off.
number 2.
He's a good number
He's a
2.
sneaky good number 2.
He's a
When
good
this-
number 2.
Get possessions, help move the chains to where they can't double Megatron every snap, and
Exactly.
he'll kill him. That's the key, man. But I got them winning that game. It was a close game because that's a division game, so it's gonna be a fight.
You got Miami going to Cleveland. Tannehill got new weapons. You know, everybody knows I'm a Dolphin fan.
Yeah. Mike Wallace,
You
speed
got Mike
threat,
Wallace. You
the
got
deep
Gibson. A big blow for us that happened in the preseason was losing Dustin Keller.
Yeah.
I think that's going to hurt us to a degree.
That's the Roger Goodell rule.
That's going to be a tough game tomorrow because,
It's gonna be-
like you said, Cleveland hasn't improved.
Yeah.
But for us to make the move that we have to make,
Yeah,
we have to win that
You
game.
gotta win that game.
We have to win that game.
You gotta win that game.
We have to win that game. So I'm taking Miami. New weapons.
If y'all could contain, well, their only weapon to contain is Trent. So.
Yeah, but you also got the tight end.
They
You
got
also
the
got the tight
They got
end.
Cameron, this Cameron kid.
You got
They got
Cameron. You got
was it
Devon
Josh
Best.
Little?
Too. You got Devon Best. Little.
Yeah.
Devon Best
Scat
has got
back.
something to prove.
Yeah,
in the
so,
slot
yeah,
though.
they got a little
And you got
something.
North Turner because North Turner.
Good play call.
loves to use
play
the tight
call.
end.
Great coordinator.
Yes, not a good coach.
But see,
Not a
Miami,
good head coach.
Nah, yeah, I love him coordinate my team.
Miami won't go nowhere until that quarterback.
Oh yeah.
The quarterback is the key for Miami.
Tannehill?
Yeah, Tannehill.
He's the
Tannehill.
key.
He's a good quarterback.
Tannehill.
He's
Ron
a good
Jaworski
quarterback.
loves
Both
him.
quarterbacks
Love
are the
him
key.
too.
Tannehill and
He's like
MVP.
Tannehill.
I got a problem with the scheduling. I mean, we were 79 last year. I
always
mean,
have to.
New England. I mean, our
You always
first
have
5
to.
games. Look at this fella. Our first 5 games. I know I'm biased. This is my team, but we're at Cleveland, at Indianapolis next week, home against Atlanta. Got to go to New Orleans, and then home against Baltimore. Really?
That's a tough. That first handful is
Really?
tough.
I mean, that's
That's
why.
tough.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Mustafa?
gotta
That's-
talk to your owner. Man. You
That-
gotta
that's-
get in the meetings and you gotta talk.
It ain't about the owner. It ain't about the. I mean, look at New England. It's the schedule. Look at New England. They got who they got. They got Buffalo. Then they got the Jets. Then they got Tampa Bay. Their first 3 games.
They always have an easy schedule. The Patriots.
Is
They,
it? Yeah.
I don't know who they pay off, but they always have an easy schedule.
Stop. It's a conspiracy.
Who's really America's favorite team?
Okay.
You know, the greatest living
You know what I mean?
American, Tom Brady.
But for us to make a stand, you know, Miami's got to win that game. Who you got in that game tomorrow?
I got Miami.
Joe.
Miami.
I got Cleveland in
You
the
got
upset.
Cleveland. Moving on. Another good game. My upset of the day: Carolina over Seattle.
Yeah, it's not such a
Only
upset.
because it's a 1 o'clock game.
It's a 1
and Seattle
o'clock
hasn't
game, they
proved
gotta
they can win on the road though.
They got to travel.
And we'll see what Big Cam Newton can do though.
They can. I think I'm still going
Oh,
Seattle.
Seattle. I
I'm
like
going
their
Seattle.
big defensive backs. They 6'4" and better. Their defense, their offense. Seattle's tough.
Seattle's
They
very
got a
tough.
bunch of 2 guards
Very
running out
tough.
there and back.
So the only reason I'm taking this game tomorrow, take Carolina because they're playing at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the
Seattle
travel,
time.
the travel
With
and
the-
everything's been rough
That's
for
a big
them.
truck.
They already there.
Houston,
Seattle,
Seattle.
they figured it out. They're gonna be there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Don't
you gotta
don't
do it
keep
again.
out Steve Smith, man. Steve Smith,
The real
he's
deal.
still
He's a
ornery.
wily veteran, man.
He's still
he gets
ornery,
it in.
man.
He
He's
gets
still
it in.
salty.
But he can't. 6'4", man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's the smallest dog in the fight, man, and he's still fighting. Don't sleep.
And it's gonna be-
Guarantee you
and it's
get,
gonna be-
he gets a
it's also
touchdown
gonna
or
be
a
hard
fight.
to stop Marshawn
Either
Lynch.
or.
Yeah, beast
Yeah.
mode, baby. Beast mode.
Can't stop Russell.
Skittles. Hey, Cam Newton's nothing to sneeze at
See
either.
though, they got them linebackers there that can contain Russell.
You know.
Another game we got Oakland at Indianapolis.
Who cares? Pay the Colts on that one.
Colts.
That's an easy one.
Easy.
That's
The
easy.
Colts.
That's easy.
The
Easy
Colts.
one. We all
Sorry,
like the
bro.
Oh, what's intriguing to me? Who's starting it?
Ty-
Terrell?
Yeah,
Terrell
Pryor.
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 Terrell Pryor.
Or Matt Flynn?
Pryor.
Terrell Pryor.
Really?
What is
Yes.
that? Terrell Pryor.
3
No,
times,
I'm
man.
saying.
Pryor.
This guy threw 6 touchdowns and got mad money.
He stinks.
Wow. Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn. He stinks.
I've never seen one guy make so much money off a second half.
In the
Yeah.
system, that's
He's
being
robbing
in
people.
the system.
He
though.
should have a ski mask under his helmet.
Yeah, it's in the system though.
right.
Hey, God bless him.
Yeah,
He's
hey,
getting off though.
you know?
You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with that. Another 4 o'clock game. We got 2 more games. Arizona at St. Louis. St. Louis is a
St.
team,
Louis.
fellas.
The team
Who
to
stop to look out for.
St. Louis?
They went
Yeah,
undefeated
yeah,
in NFC
watch
West.
out for.
They
Last
beat
year,
the 49ers.
They went undefeated.
Beat Seattle.
Actually, they tied with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
tied
Tied
and,
with them.
yeah,
Don't-
they
you can't-
tied with them.
I like the coach.
Head coach Fisher.
Like that.
Can't
Jeff
sleep
Fisher's
on
a
that.
great coach.
Can't
Great
sleep.
coach.
And
Can't
the
sleep.
sleeper on that team is Daryl Richardson,
The running back.
running back.
Why you think they let Steven Jackson go?
Yeah, they had a young
yeah.
dude.
You know
I'm
what I
going
mean?
with the Rams
Last
on that
year,
one.
he-
Arizona's better though.
Yeah, they're better.
Carson Palmer will help him, and they will Fitzgerald.
Who's
catch
running the
ball.
ball for him? That's the
That's the
Rams. Rams did got the defense
Problem.
too.
And,
Rams-
Yeah, Mendenhall-
Howie Long's kid on
What's
that
his
squad?
name? Mendenhall's running.
Got
for
4
them.
minutes.
and to close it out, you got Houston at San Diego.
Houston by like 2 touchdowns.
We all like
Don't
Houston.
sleep.
on that?
Yeah, JJ Swat. It's killing it. They,
I
come-
got San Diego.
yeah, I
San
hear you.
Diego?
I like
You're
this.
lefty.
They're,
That's
they're,
why you
they're,
sit on
they're
the
San
side.
Diego. They're San Diego though. So
You know who's the offensive coordinator? Kevin Whittingham. Don't sleep.
True.
Don't sleep.
JJ
Don't sleep.
Swat.
Don't sleep.
Cushing's
What?
back. The linebacker's back.
Don't sleep.
Houston.
Houston to be reckoned with though.
Yeah.
Ed Reed doesn't play them all though, right?
Nah, he might be out that game.
Ed Reed doesn't play
But,
them all.
but yeah, he didn't play for them last year. And he still went, man.
Moving right along, you want to get a little Johnny football in? Got 2 minutes
Oh
for that before
yeah.
We gotta close it up.
Can I
Gotta
get a
close it
little
up.
We
bit?
gotta close it up.
Quick.
All right. Listen, my man, they need to stop sweating him. Let me tell you something.
You need to stop acting up.
No.
acting up.
No. He is Namath. When Namath came out, everybody was bugging on him. He's this long-haired kid. Don't know nothing. Won a Super Bowl, didn't he? Lax on him. Let him be. He's 20 years old. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. Let him live, man.
So he should be a
Let
little more
him live.
responsible.
Listen,
He's
has he
Heisman
been
Trophy
arrested? Has
No,
he been
no.
driving drunk?
No.
All he's been accused of
He took money
is
for signing.
he didn't even get
No,
coached.
no,
He didn't accused of that.
That's what they accused him of.
No
They-
proof
I
of
mean,
that.
they accused him, but they
He's
didn't
good
find
for
any
proof.
facts on it. He
He's
lost
good.
a half. He lost a half because of this.
He's gonna
All
be
right?
all right. As long as he just calms
And when-
down
no,
the
no.
foolishness, he'll be all right.
Next week, when they beat Alabama and he gets the second Heisman Trophy, shut it. I don't want to hear nothing.
Why?
I don't know about too many Heisman trophies getting a
Why?
second one because it's. Excuse me.
Why?
'Cause you,
Because
I don't
Johnny
think-
football's that good.
Yeah?
I don't think there's gonna be a second one because you got a lot of
I don't think he's that
competition.
good.
Because the quarterback from Clemson put in work. The kid is good. Quarterback from Louisville, he put in work week 1 too. That kid is good. He's got a game this afternoon. He got a cupcake schedule. There's a lot of competition for the Heisman, so don't be. We ain't got time for you craziness. Sorry, lefty.
No. Any of those quarterbacks playing Alabama next week?
No,
Okay.
but they still got to go.
Moving on.
We gotta move it on.
Got some J.R. Smith news.
Yeah, he got 5 games for smoking, so he's got to sit out the first 5 games of the year. No suspension. JR, chill out, get it right. You got things. You got championships to win. So
Right.
let's cut it out and get your mind right.
Mhm.
And set those first 5 games.
What's going on with the Lamar Odom thing?
He needed to get himself right. He went in rehab, but he checked himself out 1 day later. I don't know what your demons are, brother, but I hope you work it out.
You gotta be kidding me segment?
No,
yeah, pretty
definitely,
much. Yes.
definitely.
Those of you
That's-
can't be
that's
serious.
so
Come on, bro. Come on.
That's not being stupid. That's just that's bad luck.
For what he's alleged to doing is being, you can't be serious. Who smokes crack in the year 2013?
Who goes to reality parties and smokes weed?
But
All
anyway,
right then.
you got to get yourself together. Come on, brothers, handle your business. And
that's
everyone
how
who can't be
it
serious with the linebacker from the Broncos in Thursday night's game.
Yeah.
Bruh, celebrate after you get the touchdown.
I know.
You dropping the ball
Yeah,
on
yeah,
yard
yeah,
1, on the
yeah,
first
yeah,
1
yeah.
yard line. Just to do a dance?
That's what Stevie
Come
Jackson
on,
did.
man.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
Deshaun
That's
Jackson.
definitely a
Jackson.
come on.
Come
man.
on, bro. Really?
That's the Leon Lett award.
Yeah, exactly.
the
You dropping the
Leon
ball so you can bust the jig. Score the touchdown first,
You
man.
got 10 yards before you even run into that.
You
end
made a
zone,
spectacle on yourself on
Really?
opening night of the season.
Really?
Come on,
Really?
brothers. But anyways, we got to wrap it up. Before we go on, shout out the 502 Sports Lounge for letting us do the show here and for the rest of the season. Big shouts to chillloverradio.net with the podcast and continue doing business with them.
Check
Big
us on their podcast anytime you want. Download it to your phones. Download it in your car while driving. Chill Lover,
so when you pull over, because you don't want to crash.
That's right.
And look out for us next week. We'll have week 2 of the NFL. We got the big fight coming up next week.
Yes,
we got
yes.
the big
Yes.
football game coming next week. We will spend time on the Mayweather Cano Alvarez fight. Yo, we out for the Hammer. My man Panda, Big Blue, Jet Nation. My man Mustafa makes it happen. I'm the Hammer. We out on the Block
Wait a
Sports
minute,
Talk.
db80bmusic.com. Check us out on BronxNet TV every Friday
I thought you
at
mentioned
8 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Every Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning, channel 68. Verizon TV, channel 34.
That's what's up. We out.
That's
That's right. Go
Yeah.
Michigan.
Peace.
Peace.
Great job,
Yeah,
Joe.
when he cut me when I was doing that one.
Right. I
Get the
we
buzz.
forgot about the 68
Right.
thing. Yeah. Good job. Considering you know.